Well, it's a sort of crummy, overcast sort of day today, so we're just going to do a little pickup stuff around the van today. We got all these rivets grinded down to bare metal, so they're going to need to be primed and painted before we actually put the first layer of insulation down. And I am cleaning up the hardware that came along with the hitch that we got from Pick and Pull. So, nothing too exciting, but part of van life. Oh, let me come over there and show you what's right below you. Okay, so I did some test patches here, because what I'm wanting to do is put some sort of undercoating on the metal before I get to the actual like insulation panels. So this was just black asphalt undercoating. This is black asphalt undercoating rubberized, and it's still a little tacky as well. I think this is the stuff I'm going to want to go with because I think rubberized is going to provide a better sort of insulation benefit than this stuff, which is just protection from rocks. That's what it's for. And I'm hoping there's not like huge rock storms inside my van. That'd be super weird. Sorry if I'm talking funny or if I know I don't look weird, but it feels like it. Just at the dentist getting a filling repaired. Anyway, let's get that primer and get those holes started. This paint's so controlled. This paper I don't think was very necessary, quite honestly. I'm not going to bother with it on the other side. That was a waste of time, and the paint goes on quite easily. So now I'm curious. I don't know if I'm actually going to look it up or if I'm just going to wing it. But this is Rust-Oleum white primer. And then it's like, what does it say? It says, provides a tight bond for a top coat for the longest lasting finish. I don't think I actually need to paint it white. I'll just prime it, maybe put a second coat on, then do the JB Weld steel stick, and then just undercoating, because work harder, not smarter. That's not the saying. Work smarter, not harder. Okay, and this is all the hardware that I ripped out of the express van that was over at Pick and Pull. This is how it mounts to the frame of the van. So these parts I've already cleaned up. This one, you wouldn't know it's actually stuck. I'm not worried too much about it. That's still how it functions. And these are the rest of the little parts I still have to clean up. So everything's kind of soaked overnight in CLR. Seems to be just fine for my purposes. And then I'll probably hit the bolts with some, oh, that's pretty. Loctite when I actually put the hitch on the van. So let's clean the rest of these up. So apparently this has just turned into a rust removal day. I'm working on the side door sill here. I tore the factory, I don't know, plastic step off yesterday. And there was a bunch of rust along this outer rim here. So I've banged that all off with the wire brush on the drill. And then I just took off the clasp for the door. Where is it? It's over there. Bolts up here. I'm gonna take this one off as well. Clean up this rust and then just hit all of this with primer. It's all gonna be covered up by flooring of some sort, but I apparently am very paranoid when it comes to even the tiniest little bit of surface rust. Not so bad. Found a use for the can of black asphalt that I won't be using since it's not rubberized, and that was to use it on the hitch. I did hit it with a little base coat of primer. I really don't think that would have been necessary, but anyways, I think that makes the hitch just look a little nicer, even though we're never gonna see it, but at least this didn't go to waste. Ha! So keeping with the theme that today brought with it, I had to change because I don't want what I'm about to do to get all over that much nicer jacket. Besides, it'll just flake off this material quite easily. I'm gonna get underneath here where the hitch is gonna get mounted to, and I'm gonna clean up all of just the contact areas. The frame is quite rusty. So I just decided to hit it with a little bit of that undercoating. It's just a little weird having completely bare metal under there, even though it was just rust. Once it was bare metal, let's just hit it with a little bit. We've got lots. So, yeah, I have no idea what's next. I guess this is what's next. Hey. Step in line. Phone's charging. This area, so kind of after this line, it's very dirty. It's really hard to scrub off. Besides that, a lot of these holes, which was holding that mat down, have rust around them anyway, so I'd have to be stripping them down. So the plan now is I'm just gonna remove all of these little clips. I already pulled that one out, that held the rubber mat down here. And then I'm just gonna hit everything as much as I can with this guy, strip it down to the bare metal, and then we're gonna prime this as well. I think that's just gonna be easier, and because I have to plug all those holes too, so what an exciting day. Well, that's about all I can do right now. All my batteries are dead for the tools, and I need more primer. Did not plan this out, did not think I was gonna be painting this much of the van before putting the floor down and putting the walls up and all that stuff. So, let's go get some primer. But first, we gotta take a little break to go pay someone a visit and go on a walk. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Can you say hi to YouTube? Or say Dada, that works too. Dada. Hey, I'm over here. She thinks the phone's Dada. Kids these days. Say bye. There's far too many choices. There's too many choices till you remember you're actually looking for primer. And then it's really easy because there's really only one white primer. What? Good enough for me. So that's basically it for the paint. I might do one more coat before calling it a night, but it's gonna have to dry overnight before anything happens anyway. The next step will be to put the JB Weld, which I keep talking about, which is right here. This is JB Weld steel stick. I'm gonna use this right now on one of the holes that I painted this morning. I just tested it, it seems dry enough. But I'm only gonna do one because I don't know how well this is going to adhere
to primer. So I may have done myself a disservice, and I may need to grind all these holes down again to bare metal. I don't know. Let's, we're gonna find out. Okay, so this hole here, make sure it's dry, yep. This is the one, this is the biggest one. Everything else, you can see this one kind of right next to it. Yeah, that one right there. That's the normal size of the holes. This is the one that I made because I had to grind it out when the bulkhead was being stubborn and not coming out. It's not that interesting. Label things stuck. Frick. Okay, so that, I don't know how much I need. I guess we'll grab that much. This is the idea, anyway. Just this. If this works, I will be thoroughly happy, because this will be easy to cover all those little holes with. I guess maybe instead of two, instead of one, we'll do two. Plug this one as well. So right now it kind of feels like Play-Doh. That's got a similar sort of feel to it, right? See about that. I guess if that hardens up and I don't like that dip, I could put some more on top once it hardens. My concern is that it's not going to stick because of the primer I just put down. But yeah, that's it for tonight. Haha. We'll see what happens in the morning. Winter's really trying to hold on. Really obnoxious. So let's check out how that steel stick works. Oh wow. That yeah, that's on there. That's covering it up. I am okay with that. That one still feels a bit malleable, but yeah, I went ahead and put it on all four. I didn't want to wait. I could tell as soon as I put those other two on last night after about a half an hour, I'm like, this will probably work. So now today, in order to finish all of that off, let's go to the back here and check out the paint job. Oh, wow. It's like a whole new van back here. Hang on. So just really quick, here is a before, and here it is halfway through, cleaned up and ready to be painted. And after. So yeah, the paint worked pretty good. There's no more rust spots, which is exactly what we were trying to do. Now we just got to fill all of these holes where the clips were, and these little tiny holes where the bolts were. So we're just going to use the steel stick to plug those. And that'll be a day. Well, 2 days. That was a lot of holes to plug, but they all done. Now my van's got a whole bunch of spots on it. But anyways, now I'm going to reinstall the door hardware that I took off. I actually gave it a spray with some black paint. It's not gonna last. This is the striker where the door latch actually hits, but it was tattered enough and I like shiny things, at least when it comes to this stuff. So just zip these back on and go from there. Works. Yeah, I'd already banged a bit of it off.
So, taking a break from the van. Today is March 25th. I got a call from the carpet cleaners for our move out. They're gonna be here within the hour. So I'm back at the old apartment. Broke into the old apartment. Waiting on that. Figure maybe I'll get some editing done on this video. And if I have time, maybe I'll do a movie review. Be a little weird. Won't be in the van. But like I said, it's a little snowy out. A little chilly. So yeah, kill some time, edit some videos. Maybe show you around the old place. I mean, it smells weird. Bah. So yeah, this was the home with the ex-girlfriend for about 4 years. Kitchen, you know, simple. That thing needs to be replaced real bad. I'm really bad when I rent a place because I like fixing things myself. I don't report things very often when they go wrong. I replaced the faucet in the sink as an example, right? The biggest one, this used to be carpet. Yeah. Girlfriend's cat had a bit of a bathroom problem and she just encroached. Like, we used to have the litter boxes back there around behind the washing machine, right? And this is linoleum, right? So it was a perfect place for it. Super easy to clean if there ever was an accident. Oh yeah, look at all that shit she wants me to haul out. But the one cat, for whatever reason, didn't like using the litter box very much and actually ended up coming all the way out here, peeing right here. And it got so bad that we just like sliced the carpet here and took out this entire section of carpet, living with bare concrete. She just moved to the next section and so on and so forth till basically that was it. We just called it, ripped out the whole place, and I installed laminate floor. Hopefully that skill will come in handy with the van. But yeah, you know, living room area, TV was over there, closet. Like this is, I don't know. This place has a lot of stairs. It's technically 3 levels, although the first level is just like the entryway. Here's a cute little home. Well, we're here. Oh, that's that one. Bathroom. If anything, this is gonna be the thing I miss the most in the van, but it's just gonna be one of those challenges, new thing to adapt to. Yeah, so Brooklyn's room, only obviously near the end. It was a guest bedroom for the majority of the time we were here, for like the one guest we had. Furnace room, big deal. Master bedroom. You've seen one apartment, you've seen them all, right? But yeah, this was our home. Like I said, I was fine with it. To a point for a while, right? And yeah, the space is nice for sure, but it's just so much money, you know? And this is a more of an affordable place here in Calgary. Like this place is a townhouse style apartment, like I said, with 3 levels. Is that gonna boonk? And we paid $1,100 a month for rent. Where other places that like of this size will easily go for $1,500, $1,600 a month. So yeah, for sure, we were on the lower end. That was kind of nice, and it was easier because there was 2 of us to split it. But once you tack on your internet and your utilities, forget it. One of the reasons we're doing the van life, right? So yeah, like I said, you've seen one, you've seen them all, but this was my home for a long time. It's one of those weird, sort of bittersweet things. Even though it's, you know, leaving it as surrounded in negativity and necessity, I'm still a little sad, right? It's just letting go. That's all it really is. Oh, some nails I'm gonna have to pull out still.
Okay, that was easier than I thought it was gonna be. No, see, that one's, All right, rip that out and edit some videos.
Well, that's bloody great. Carpet guys just showed up. They can't service me because there's no accessible parking. This apartment backs out onto like a park, and the parking lot is actually out the door to the left, to another left, and down. And that's where like the main parking lot of this building is. I've got 6 days to try to find a professional carpet cleaning company that uses portable machines. One of those things.
So keeping with the theme that today brought with it, I had to change because I don't want what I'm about to do to get all over that much nicer jacket.
Deja vu.
Is I'm gonna get underneath here where the hitch is. Just taking it all in. Being a little dramatic. It's like I'm never gonna be here again. But I actually was able to get a hold of a carpet cleaning company. They offer a portable machine service. They'll be able to come here tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning, so. That's one problem solved. So I will be in the apartment one more time, but still, I'm just gonna be here, let them clean it, and be done with it. It's funny when chapters of your life end. You don't normally get the luxury of the time to really reflect on everything like this. I mean, you can always do it with your memories, but to be in the physical location of something, I've always just kind of cut and run. It's different for sure. But that's it for this video. So until next time, guys, just be happy, be creative, be yourself, and most importantly, just be positive. I'll see you guys next time.